Hello dear students, welcome back to this session. In this session we are going to cover the different types of computers. So let's start the video. The first type of computer is desktop computer, or you can say it the personal computer, that is PC. Now what is PC? PC or personal computer usually refers to a general purpose computer that is made up of separate monitor, keyboard, mouse and processor unit. So you can see the desktop image at the right side. It consists of keyboard, mouse, monitor and a CPU, that is processing unit. The term PC, that is personal computer, usually refers to the computer system that are IBM compatible, thus distinguishing them from, for example, Macintosh or Apple systems. So, it is worth making a comparison here with the laptop computers. So, let us see what are the advantages of desktop computer over laptop computers. We will see the advantages. First advantages. First advantage is spare parts and connections tend to be standardized, which usually results in lower costs. So, dear students, the spare parts like keyboard, mouse, monitor, they tend to be standardized, and that usually result in lower cost. The cost of these devices is low. The desktop tends to have a better specification, for example faster processor for a given price, that often due to size and construction constraints in laptops. So next advantage is power consumption is not critical, since they usually plug straight into wall socket, and the larger casing allow a better dissipation of heat buildup. So desktop computer use electricity from the circuit board. So power consumption is not a critical issue here. Because they are usually fixed in one location, there is less likelihood of them being damaged. So we do not carry the desktop computer anywhere. They are fixed in one location. That is why they are less tend to damage. Next advantage is internet access is also more stable, since they are not moved around. So we do not move the desktop computer from one place to another. That is why the internet speed is also stable. Now let us see the disadvantages of desktop computers. So these are the disadvantages of desktop computer. We will read one by one. We will see. The most obvious is that they are not particularly portable, since they are made up of separate components. So in order to move the desktop computer, you have to carry the CPU, you have to carry the mouse, keyboard, monitor, etc. And that may be the cumbersome. Second disadvantage is because they are not particularly portable, it is necessary to copy files, etc. when you want to do some work elsewhere. For example, at home. With a laptop, you simply take the whole computer with you. Now, dear students, if any project work is there and at your home the desktop computer you are using, then what you can do, you cannot move the desktop, but you have to complete the project. What you will do, you will simply copy the files and you can do the work on your friend's laptop or at any computer. Next disadvantage is they tend to be more complicated, since all the components, for example keyboard, mouse, need to be carried around with you and then connect to the computer by wires or wireless connections, which also clutters up the desk space. So again the same point, in order to uh, take the computer system, you have to carry the keyboard, mouse and monitor, etc., and also the wires for connection purpose. So these are some disadvantages of desktop computers. Now let us see the next type, that is the laptop computer. Let us start with the functions of laptop. We already know what is laptop. Laptop is a type of computer where monitor, keyboard, pointing device and processor all are together in one single unit. So here you can see the image of laptop. Monitor, it is here, yes. Keyboard, keypad is here. Pointing device, here is a touchpad for pointing. And processor is below the keypad. Now it is embedded inside the laptop only. So all the four components are embedded in a single unit. They are present in a single unit. This makes them extremely portable. So that is why you can take the laptop anywhere. The key features are lightweight. So the laptops are light in weight. They are not heavy as the desktop computers. Low power consumption and also long battery life. The battery life of laptop, a brand new laptop, is about 4 to 4.5 hours. Now the processor shouldn't generate too much heat. Cooling is very important. So laptop, they do not generate too much heat as compared to the desktop computers. Let us now talk about the advantages of laptop over the desktop computers. The most obvious is their portability. They can be taken anywhere since the monitor pointing device means mouse, keyboard, processor and backing store units are together in one single unit. So each and everything consisting of mouse, monitor, keyboard, CPU and the hard disk also, it is there in a single unit. So it is the most obvious for portability. Next one is because everything is in one single unit, there are no trailing wires, etc. So each and everything is there in one unit. You don't need any wire for connecting keyboard, for connecting mouse. If you are using the keyboard mouse, that at that time the wires are there. But if you are not using the keyboard or mouse, the default, if you are using the default keyboard keypad of the laptop, then there is no need to take those. Now they can take full advantage of Wi-Fi. Yes, laptop computers can take the advantage of Wi-Fi because you can take that in your backpack. So laptops can have the advantage of Wi-Fi, using Wi-Fi. Since they are portable, they can link to any multimedia system. Portable means carrying from one place to another. They can link to any multimedia system. They can be connected to the speakers, Bluetooth speakers. They can be connected to any device like Wi-Fi and etc. Let us see the disadvantages of laptop computer over desktop computer. Since they are easily portable, they are also easier to steal. Yes, very important point. If you are carrying your laptop everywhere, then anyone or it is very easy for stealing. Anyone can steal your computer. So you have to take it very safe and you have to take care of that laptop. They have limited battery life, so the user may need to carry a heavy adapter. So charger or adapter you have to carry along with you because sometimes the battery life gets lower. The keyboard and pointing devices can sometimes be awkward to use. So these are some disadvantages of laptop computer. Now finally let us see what are the tablet computers. You can see the tablet picture over here. Tablets are a relatively new internet enabled portable computer. Tablets are also the types of computer. So they are internet enabled. They work in similar way to a smartphone. They are similar as that of smartphones. Tablets are touchscreen technology and don't usually have conventional keyboard. So we don't have a keyboard with the tablet. We use the touchpad. Although some tablets that are a cross between tablet and laptop do exist. The keyboard is part of touch screen and keys are simply touched by finger or a stylus, just like our smartphone. Yes. Internet access is usually through Wi-Fi or 3G, 4G, 5G mobile phone. So you can access different bandwidths. Bandwidth means different network towers like Wi-Fi. You can access Wi-Fi, 3G, 4G, 5G via the tablet phones. Tablets are equipped with a series of sensors including cameras, microphones accelerometers and touch screens. Now what does it mean by accelerometer? Accelerometer means it counts the speed. If you are having a tablet and if you are running or walking, it just counts your speed. Okay, and microphones, it records your sounds. Sensors like camera can take your pictures, it can record your videos also. Now some of the typical features of the tablets include high definition anti-glare displays. High definition, you already know, you watch high definition movies on YouTube or on different platforms. Anti-glare, what does it mean by anti-glare? It does not, the tablet does not emit more light. It is anti-glare, it have anti-glare displays. Front and back facing cameras, tablet have both front and back cameras, which are always you can use that for taking photos and videos. They act as webcam when doing video calls. So front camera acts as a what? Webcam. It acts as a webcam. Now lower weight and longer battery life than laptops. So the lightweight, they are lighter than the laptops, and also they have longer battery lives. Bluetooth connection to printers and other devices. So you can connect your tablet with the printer via Bluetooth. Flash, that is solid state memory, and cloud storage facilities to backup and synchronize data sources. So you can store your files, you can store your data in the memory card, that is flash memory or solid state memory. Or cloud storage means you can put your files on different cloud platforms such as Google Drive and Microsoft OneDrive that we have seen in 8 standard, right? Sensors to carry out the following functions. Proximity sensor to detect if the device is close to, for example, the ear. Okay, proximity sensor. If you take your phone to the ear, then the screen gets off. The screen turns off. That is a work of proximity sensor. Accelerometer, which detects movement and orientation of the device. Just now I told you moving the display from portrait to landscape to the videos, right? Can sophisticated speech recognition systems such as Siri. Siri is the AI from the Apple computers or Apple phones, iPhones, to enable the user to ask the device to look for things. So these are some functions or these are some features of tablets. Okay, now let us see the next para. Some of the latest tablet devices have been designed as a hybrid between tablet and smartphone, sometimes referred to as phablet. So a hybrid model which is in between tablet and smartphone is called as phablet. Remember this, which have slightly smaller screen than tablet, typically between 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter display size. All of the features of a normal phone are available with some of the features of tablet. Notably, they have larger screen size than phone. So smartphone have the larger, tablet have larger screen size than your smartphones. Larger memory is typically 32 GB or more. Tablet can have 32 GB or more space memory as standard. They use quad-core processors, allow multiple windows to be open, and so on. So these are some features of tablets. Fine. So that's all for today's session. In case of any queries or doubt, feel free to ask me. Thank you.